I am. Not fire alarm.
Here we are, we're rolling.
Okay. My name is Chris Cross, and I'm with Siemens Industry, and I am the salesperson that provided this gear for your facility here at the Leader. And, you know, you guys aren't electricians, right?
No.
So, the first thing is, that I can tell you, is this stuff will kill you. So, definitely pay attention to these labels. The danger labels are on every piece of gear that we have. There is voltage there that will cause injury or death. So if you have questions, either contact, Gateway or an electrician, a qualified electrician, to open up this gear. Okay. So this happens to be your main gear. The incoming comes here. Comes over in here. This is a CT section. Okay, so that should really be locked up. But the wires come in from the transformer and come over here. Hey, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, this is your main disconnect for all of this building. Okay, it's 5,000 amps, and as long as you're tripping green here on this button, that means that it's activated and it's giving you protection. Okay, all of these dials, this is your long time setting, this is your short time setting, this is your instantaneous setting, and your ground fault setting. No, there is no ground fault on this, so this is 208. Yeah, this is 208. So you don't have any ground fault on this. So when this trips, okay, and it's on, so I can't do it, the contacts would say open. As they're closed now, closed, red means danger. That means it's on. Green is clear, or it's off. So this would turn to green. This would say discharged. And then you take this handle and you're gonna pull it down all the way. Might take you 7 or 8 times to crank up this, and then you hit the close button.
So pull it down, couple few
Right,
times.
that's correct. Pull it down, boom, 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 and all the way. It's hard.
All the way down.
Yeah, I mean, well, all the way down here, because it's hard.
What is the keys for?
The key is for this right here, in case you want to lock that, so that nobody can reset it but you guys. That's what those set of keys are for. All right. These settings are all done by the engineer. They preset these. They're set at minimum requirements from the factory, and then as part of the coordination study, and that the engineer tells us where to set, or your electricians where to set these. So this is your main, and then it feeds through bus all of these other sections. Okay, and this is we call this a WL breaker. This is one that goes to the transfer switch, so that would handle that Zenith transfer switch also that you have, and you were talking about that with the fire pump or with the generator. Okay, these are just multi-case circuit breakers. They handle just like this is so they work on or off. Same with these. This is 125 amp, like you said, these are labeled 400 amp, 400 amp. When you get to the larger breakers, and this happens to be a 1200 and another 1200, this can help you turn that on and off, because it's tough. It's not, it's not flipping things. You're gonna use some muscles, and you guys got enough trips in your hand. You're in trouble.
So if this one trip in your hand is something pretty.
Exactly. Oh yeah. So if you have a trip, the best thing to do is to call an electrician and find out where your short is. Okay.
So leave it tripped.
Leave it tripped so that you can go in there and figure it out. Now, all of this gear is put together with bolts on the bus. It needs to be cleaned once a year so that you don't get a lot of dirt and corrosion and crap on your bus. It also needs to be tightened once a year per the instructions of the warranty. Okay, and each breakers should be exercised once a year. So it'll be turned on and off because it is a mechanical device, okay? A couple of things that is very important that comes on the label is this SO number right here. That is the birth certificate for this board. So if you ever have a problem with it, that is the number that you would give somebody on the phone of what your piece of gear is. This goes along with every piece of gear on your project. It'll be the same as this one, it'll be section 2, okay? And then it has your voltages and all of your manufacturing, all of your information here. And it also has a 24-hour call number for Siemens wherever you are.
It's
You
only
just tell them who you are.
section 2 because it's the second.
This is section 505.
Okay.
Okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is how it goes in relationship to itself. Hang on a second. Did you turn this on, Bob?
I did not.
Okay.
Want them on?
Yeah.
Fireman codes.
This is the drawings for your switchboards, and your installation and maintenance manuals are in here also for this. So I'll put them back here. Highly recommend that you gotta take these out and either put them on the outside or something like that. This is a low voltage cabinet. Your switch right here, that is a circuit breaker that turns on and off your low voltage power for your meter. Oops, sorry. Oops, is that on? Nope.
Want to close it back up, Chris?
Sorry. That takes care of your meter, your power meter, and that takes care, that takes care of your power meter. It's your power meter, this is your TVSS. So, this is your power meter, tells you what your voltage is. So you can go up and down, you scroll up and down here on what you want to see. If you want to see your current, your power, reactive power, reactive power, total power, power factor, total power factor, frequency, voltage, current, kVARs, working hours, unbalances, settings, and you can set this to alarm yourself for, like, let's say if your voltage got below a certain point, you can put this in as a setting and set that up for your voltage to send you an alarm, okay? So we'll go up to, let's see what I want here. Let's go to current. Okay, so on line 1, you're pulling 743 amps, line 2, 782, and line 3, 780, or 743. Okay? This is your TVSS unit, or surge protector. So this protects you from incoming spikes the utility company could throw at you, or things that happen here in the building. Large motors starting up, you know, things like that. So as long as you have these 3 green lights, you are good to go, okay? There's also a counter here, which it now reads 0. If there is a count, if this thing sees an occurrence, it will be 1. It'll go to 2. It'll go to 3. And then you can reset that, okay? Or you can test it. This is your alarm silence, or your monitor for your, if it sees if it fails, it's gonna send out a signal. It's pretty loud. Okay, so that, you have one of that on your main gear, okay? So, we don't turn those on until you guys take ownership of this, because during the process, everything gets bang, 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 and stuff goes, I don't know. So that's it. Do you have any questions on this board?
That service, what is that for? You said service, is that like the morning?
Yeah, if you see where it says service, one of these will be out.
Okay.
You can reset it and it will go green again.
Okay.
And if it doesn't, you're gonna get a service light, which is yellow or red. And you just call that 1-800 number and come out and replace it. It's got a 5-year warranty on it. So here's your meter, and this will be your display. So all you gotta do is turn that on. And here's your disconnects for your big power panels that are up on
South.
first floor south, sixth floor
Or
south,
all the apartments.
north, yeah, right,
Yeah,
that
means
takes on here.
That bus stop riser still we got going on.
Right.
And then, yeah, from 10th floor, yeah, up.
What about moisture or water being in here? What could that do anything?
If you get water in here, you got problems. And I'll tell you, seriously, every manufacturer has come up with, I mean, we're all together on this. If your board actually sees water, then it probably needs to be replaced. Because there's no way of us knowing when that moisture is going to affect the integrity of the bus of your gear, right? You can't tell. Is it gonna corrode in 2 days? Is it gonna corrode in a week? Is it gonna go, is it not gonna corrode at all? So, you know, it doesn't matter who you are, they're gonna tell you to replace. Different wraps and ratios of the copper, the windings.
Up or down or-
So, right, so again, very dangerous. Hear what it's doing right now? That's because it's getting load and no load. So is this for the elevators?
Yes.
Okay, so their transformers are normally noisier when there's not a lot of load on them.
When there's not a lot of load.
Right, okay? And if you have a lot of deflection in your load, it's gonna make some noise. It'll also seem a lot louder depending on where it is, okay? So you got metal there, concrete wall, metal there, it can get pretty loud.
This the freight too?
No.
Okay.
So this, I mean, this is 55 dB at normal operating. So you didn't hear anything at 55 dB yet, okay? And also, let me see what this is. It's 150 degrees C rise. So if you put your hand here, when it's under load, a lot of load, it'll burn your hand. You can fry an egg on it. 150 degrees C at the top of that coil is the temperature of how hot this thing can get. And they can handle it, right? And transformers work like a chimney. That's how they cool themselves. So they suck in air from the bottom and they bring it out this way.
So you
okay?
should always feel the flow.
Right, and you need to keep them clean.
Okay.
Okay, try to keep them clean as possible, so that you get, it'll just last longer, okay? But definitely do not open any covers on anything,
So none of this stuff.
any of this stuff, unless you're an authorized
Electric.
electrician, and the power always should be shut off, okay?